Hello, my name is Lindsay and I'm the Account Management Coordinator here at Affinity. This video is a guide and resource to assist with the royalty reporting process, which can appear to be complicated at first. I am confident that by the end of this video, you will feel much more knowledgeable and prepared to process your reports efficiently. During this video, we will discuss where to find the sales data template, how to submit a royalty report, including a no sales report, rectifying submission errors, resubmitting reports, and remitting payment. Everything can be done within the gateway, which has been built with you in mind. We hope you find it to be an intuitive tool to help you manage your licensing obligations.
Hi, my name is Alan, and I'm the marketing manager here at Affinity. Before we begin the actual royalty reporting process, it's important to keep in mind and understand a few overarching things about royalty reporting. All reports and payments are due 30 days following the close of each calendar quarter. You might mark it in your calendar now, because late report submissions and payments are subject to penalties, which can be significant if you have numerous licenses. We highly recommend that you review and understand the definition of gross sales found in the royalty section of each license agreement. If something doesn't make sense, please ask us. It's better to have a complete understanding now so that there are no surprises later. Keep in mind, some answers to commonly asked questions and additional resources can be found in the Help Center. Okay, let's begin by talking about the most important piece, filling out the sales data reporting template. First, log into the gateway. Navigate over to the Royalties tab and select Download Sales Data Template. It's important to use the most up-to-date template each quarter, as it is periodically updated. While we won't get into detail about each field required within the template, you can access royalty reporting resources within the Help Center. Just click this link here. Among other things, the Help Center covers the process to report additional invoiced charges and how to report customer returns or refunds. Let's take a look at what's inside the sales data template. The template includes supplemental tabs, which you can refer to when filling out the report. All sales must be entered and submitted using this template. Each invoice needs to be reported on its own row within the template. Additionally, you may have multiple products on one invoice. When this happens, be sure to report each unique item from the invoice on its own row so that you can assign the appropriate product category, unit price, number of units, and more. As shown in this example, a common way to reflect an upsizing fee on an invoice is to separate the additional fee from the regular unit price. If this is the case for you, be sure to report the full unit price for upsized products in the sales data template and not the fee itself. If you have an additional charge on the invoice, for example, a setup fee, it should not be reported on a separate row within the template. Rather, you'll add it to the gross sales of a product reflected on the invoice. Note, when an invoice contains extra fees associated with the licensed products sold, the price per unit times the number of units may not equal the gross sales reported, and that's okay. Also something to keep in mind, don't alter the columns or headers. That way you have no issues when you upload the file. Here are the different file formats we allow for your data. Most accounting and sales systems can export data into one of these universal formats. Okay, now that you completed the sales data template, what's next? You're ready to begin the actual reporting process. We'll walk through it together. You'll start by going back into the gateway and clicking on the Royalties tab. You should see a list of rows down below. Select the row for the quarter you wish to report for. As a reminder, our fiscal year follows the academic year. It begins in July and ends in June. Don't worry, this shouldn't affect your reporting. Just make sure that you refer to the dates for each quarter. Now you're ready to begin your report submission. Before we begin, here's a few tips and answers to some common questions about royalty reports. To know the status of your royalty report submission, keep an eye on the status at the top right-hand corner of the page. That Not Submitted icon indicates that you've yet to complete your report submission. Don't have any sales to report this quarter? Okay, here's how you can submit a no sales report. Remember, as a licensee, you are required to report all license sales, regardless of any exemptions. only those sales defined as exempt in the license agreement can be reported as exempt sales. So let's talk about how to report sales. Select Upload Sales Data File and select the file saved on your computer. You can drag and drop the file straight from your computer too. Once you upload the file, the gateway will let you know if any discrepancies were found. If a discrepancy was found, don't worry. It's usually a quick fix before you're back in action. The gateway will provide you with a specific message that details the reason the upload can't be completed quite yet. If you find you need to make some adjustments, please do so on your original report file saved to your computer. Then re-upload the file again. Now you'll notice either an item type or Affinity product category is required. Most vendors report the Affinity product category in the sales data file because it's the easiest way to let us know what type of product was sold. Keep in mind, if the item type column is completed and the Affinity product category is blank, the gateway will accept your file but prompt you to assign each unique item type to a product category. The good news is, by assigning a product category to an unrecognized item type, the gateway will remember the assigned product category each time that unique item type appears in the future reports. All right, you now have a chance to review your sales. If everything looks good and matches what you expect to see, continue to the next step. Again, if you need to make any adjustments, make the appropriate corrections within your sales data file itself, then upload the corrected file. We're almost done. The gateway will summarize the royalties due under each schedule for each licensor. Review the totals and submit your report. At this stage, you'll be directed to a royalty invoice to view and pay. You can use a verified checking account or a credit card to remit payment electronically. Please note though, if a royalty report is missing information or our team has questions about the calculations, the report will be sent back to you with a note from our team. If your report requires a correction, you'll need to resubmit your report following the same submission process. Don't worry, if you have already remitted payment, the gateway will not invoice you a second time. A member of our accounting team will reach out with the final invoice if any changes impact the amount that is due.
And you're done. Now that you have mastered the reporting process and have the confidence and resources to successfully submit your royalty reports, you can get back to creating and selling high-quality licensed products. If you run into any issues with your reports in the future, please reach out to our team through the chat feature in your Gateway account or through email at accounting@affinitylicensing.com. From the entire team here at Affinity, we thank you for your continued hard work and dedication through elevating our clients' brands through high-quality licensed products and services.